Hello, my name is William Worcester. I think. I don't know what to believe anymore. Approximately, I don't know, 2 hours ago, I saw something that opened my eyes. I'm not sure what anything means anymore. I'm not even sure why I exist. All I know is that I saw something that showed me the truth. In the midst of enjoying what was supposed to be a live, fun event, somebody, a man by the name of Craig, I don't know what his last name is, but he means nothing anymore. He mentioned a film, a 1988 sci-fi film directed by master of horror John Carpenter. Yes, the same man who directed The Thing. He mentioned this film because he said that it was a movie that needed to be remade. A movie that didn't quite get the premise right. He gave it a negative review. One that told us that John Carpenter hadn't quite lived up to the expectations of those watching. He disappointed his fans, he disappointed his audience.
After you were attacked, anyone jump out and use a possible suspect?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Zazubaar, style 11, you're in the ballpark.
He's got violence and says there he killed his wife.
And they let that boy out.
Yeah.
He had the pleasure of visiting with you 15 days before he got out to register.
That is what Mr. Craig said. And his compatriot, a man by the name of Matt Sloan, if that is his real name, agreed with him. Interested, as I always am, I decided to check out this film as I had remembered seeing it at a young age. A movie that I wish I had never seen. A movie called... Father?
What are you doing tonight?
I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Why?
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Why?
Because they live! They Live starts out, interestingly enough, with a man who we never get a name for, drifting about the city. I presume it's San Francisco or Los Angeles or somewhere. It's not really said, even though those places don't actually exist anymore. He's a drifter. He's looking for work in this downtrodden society of poor people in the middle class, all downtrodden by the man, the higher echelon of society, the ones who feed off of the lower echelons of society that drives their wealth. Now, one could make the claim that we don't get to see enough of this higher echelon of society, and that at points they come off as, not truly personified. We don't know who they are, you know, why they're doing what they're doing, we just know that they exist. I say that that's all horseradish. I say that we get more than enough of the truth. Anyway, this man who we come to know by the name of Nada, which is given in the credits, he's not actually named in the film, and it's not a problem or anything, I mean, it's just, he doesn't get a name. He meets up with this guy who's, I think his name is John. No. I don't know what his name is, but it's unimportant because names mean nothing anymore. He meets up with this African-American gentleman who has an awesome voice. His name is Keith David, for those of you who are wondering, the actor, not the character, because the character's name means nothing. Anyway, Keith David has an awesome voice. His voice is the one true thing left in this world. That voice. Oh my. Anyway, to get off Keith David's voice, the movie has them bonding, sort of, and has some interesting dialogue about Keith David's character not wanting to cross the white line, that he is straddling it, that he doesn't want to mess with it. He just wants to live his own life and get back to his wife and kids who are in another state. He needs to find work, of course, to accomplish this. So what happens is he teams up with this guy, and they go to a homeless camp, or something, it's not really explained. And they meet up with people who aren't personified, but it's not important, because all that does matter is that there are people there. The head of the homeless camp is working with an underground resistance who are resisting the higher echelon of society. they all have developed these sunglasses that this man named Nada, who again isn't named in the film, but that's not a problem, he discovers that these sunglasses allow you to see things. They allow you to see the truth behind reality, a truth that I have discovered as well, a truth that the world is a lie, a construct to make you obey, for you to follow the man. Who is the man? Well, dear viewer, I'll tell you who the man is, because this movie showed me, and I want to pass on this movie's good word. The man is really a purple zombie. I know. It's just as shocking as it sounds. It turns out that the higher echelon of society is designed and ruled by the man, this purple, disgusting creature who kind of looks like a zombie, but it's supposedly some kind of interdimensional thing, I don't know. And he rules society. Well, there's many of them, but they all for one collective goal: to conquer you. They do this by using broadcast signals from TV, and it sounds quite stupid, but it's actually very well realized in that they broadcast these signals that make people see things, and the signal's not really explained, but it doesn't matter because it shows you the truth. This signal blocks the truth. This signal makes you see the things that the man wants you to see. You see news reports, you see commercials, you see movies, you see advertisements, you see all of these things, but really, when you put these on, it puts it all in perspective. You get to see the hidden layer, the subliminal messaging by the man. You get to see their true motive. They want nothing but to crush you, to make you obey their every single word. They want you to be ruled by them, to provide their life's fuel. They want to profit off of you, and they know the only way they can truly successfully do this is to conquer you, to make you their puppet, to make you their prisoner within their walls. It's a very shocking scene, one that I was not expecting. Well, I was expecting it because it was in the, in the premise, but regardless, and I read the Wikipedia page, but regardless, it's a shocking scene and a well-done scene. Kudos to Mr. Carpenter for accurately displaying the shock and the majesty. But the bad majesty. It's not like majesty of like a good thing, like a, I don't know, when you see King Kong for the first time, but majesty in its scale. It's scale of horror, mind you, but still scale. And you see everything that they've been hiding. You see the obey signs. You see the magazines that say nothing but marry and reproduce, obey, don't question authority. All of these things that keep us down as a people, as a species, so they can profit. Mr. Nada sees this when he breaks into the place, the church I think it is, that these resistance fighters have been hiding in, where they have these sunglasses that allow, that allow you to see the creatures as they conquer you. And what happens is he has to get other people to see. He has to stop it. Mr. Nada has become my one true hero. Godzilla, Superman, the Hulk, all these people mean nothing to me anymore because they are merely constructs. Only Mr. Nada, who is underdeveloped, under-realized, and we don't really get much to know about him, but he's still awesome and he's still my hero because he saw the truth and he did something about it. He just didn't want to be part of the system. He took a shotgun from a cop car, killed 2 creature cops who were creatures, they weren't human beings. That's one thing that's well done, is that Mr. Carpenter has Nada only shoot the creatures, not any people. Kudos. I like people who endorse humanity, not like these creatures that rule our society. They want to see us tear each other apart, which is a prominent idea in the film. That these creatures who just want to control the media, they want nothing more than to see us tear each other apart because it saves them the dirty work as conquering us. We just tear each other apart. They don't have to get their hands dirty. Yes, indeed. And wow, this movie is just, it showed me the light. And what happens is Mr. Nada has to get other people out on this because the resistance fighters have been crushed by the creatures, because the creatures and the police that they have conquered destroy the homeless site and the church where the resistance is hiding the sunglasses and such, but Nada grabs a box of them and hides them in a dumpster so that way he can use them for later on. And what happens is he has to get others in on this, so he first goes to a news reporter, or I don't know, she's something in the news industry. She's not very well developed. I think her name is Holly, but whatever, it doesn't matter because she's a construct too. She drives him to her house, which is a good scene, and he threatens to shoot her with a gun, and she throws him out of a window because she thinks he's crazy. Who wouldn't think he's crazy? Because they're under the control of the man, and Nada is defeated somehow. Someone, he got thrown out of a window. I mean, who wouldn't be? I would be defeated because windows were created by the man. Nada has to regroup. He has to find others aside from this crazy bitch who is a construct. So he goes to his friend, played by Keith David, and tries to get him to put on the sunglasses. But Keith David, being a stubborn son of a bitch, but still having a wonderful voice, refuses. And there is a interesting, if not unnecessary, scuffle, but it's still necessary to get Keith David to put on the glasses, and he too sees the man, he sees the creatures. He teams up with Nada, and they go to a new group meeting of the underground, and they plan to overthrow the creatures. Their plans are poorly veiled and not even executed, but the man sends in the police and other creatures to shoot down the walls, and they kill people. Holly shows up even, but again, she's just a construct. She means nothing, and she convinces Nada that she is his compatriot, and vows to help in this struggle. Well, she doesn't really even do that. I mean, the reason why she's there is not well explained, but regardless, Nada and Keith David's character escape the shooting and go outside and discover one of the wristwatches of the creatures. They use it to teleport down into an underground system where the creatures have their base. And there's some strange scenes that even I can't comprehend, even though I've seen the truth. And basically they wander into a ballroom with construction worker clothes on, and everyone else is in a suit looking like a James Bond scene, and there's a speech and no one seems to react to their presence. They had guns in their hands, and I don't know where those went. But whatever, they still saw the truth and they were still going to do something about it. So someone approaches them, and he's not a creature, because they'd see him, because now they have contact lenses instead of sunglasses to see the creatures. And what they do is they convince him to show them around, since he thinks that they've seen, you know, that they know the truth, and that they're going to join the truth, that they're not going to, you know, revolt against the truth, that they're going to join it and they're going to be a part of the man and suck on the poor and middle class to produce products and profit. That's what I meant to say. I get my P words confused. It's all a construct of the man to keep me oppressed. And what happens is Nada and Keith David's character, they kill all the creatures that they can see, and it's I'm not sure how Nada and Keith David's character know how to handle a gun, or how they get so damn lucky in shooting all the creatures, but regardless, they still do it. They still fight for the truth, or well, they fight to destroy the truth so that way humanity can prevail. But it's awesome, and it's real, and they shoot all the creatures, and they go up onto the roof, and Keith David's character disappears suddenly. It's not really explained, and Holly turns out to be working for the creatures. Yes, she is a construct, as I said, and she threatens to shoot Nada unless he does not destroy the main satellite on the roof of a news building, which I'm not sure how they got to the news building, but whatever, from the tunnels. And they end up on the roof, and Nada threatens to shoot the satellite, or the antenna, or the whatever the hell it is. But Holly won't let him do it, so she threatens to shoot him. And then there's a helicopter that threatens to shoot Nada unless he puts the gun down. But Nada puts the gun down, just to fool the man, because the man is stupid. And then he pulls out a gun, and he shoots Holly, and she's dead, because she's a construct, and she means nothing. And then he turns around and he shoots the satellite. It goes boom, and destroyed. He conquered the man. But the man will not be conquered. So the man shoots down the hero of the human race. Nada dies, I think. He gets shot off screen and he falls down. There's no blood. He just kind of sticks up the finger at them and then dies. It's a tad poorly, but still truthful. But he sticks up the finger, and the finger of revolt, because they no longer live. And the film concludes with the broadcast going down and all of the world's people seeing the man for who they really are. They see the creatures for the hideous, disgusting leeches that they are. It's probably the best scene in the movie, in fact. It's very well done. It's consistent with the way that Nada and Keith David's character were seeing all of the creatures in black and white before, when they had the sunglasses on, or the contact lenses. And then in this scene, once the broadcast is lifted and everyone sees them without the use of the sunglasses or contact lenses, they're in color, and we get to see the makeup for it. It's moderately well accurate. I mean, it's a little plasticky around the edges and it looks a little goofy, but the man is goofy behind the mask and should be made fun of and scoffed at. Anyway, so that's They Live, and it's a truthful, eye-opening tale about a man played by a wrestler who discovers the truth behind society, and he wants to topple, he wants to destroy it. So he goes on a rampage and kills all the creatures he can, and then he takes it down and shows the world who they really are. It's a shame that the film was not critically panned, but not critically loved, and it was kind of a failure at the box office, and as time has gone on, it's kind of had a split reception down the middle. It's partially been regarded as a cult classic, and partially been regarded as just a mediocre sci-fi movie. But I'm here to tell you, dear viewer, I'm here to tell you that this is a truthful, eye-opening tale, one that you should experience, for it is on YouTube, that you should delve down into it and discover its true layers, that you, dear viewer, may have your eyes opened. And for that, I recommend They Live. You should check out They Live, for it is an eye-opening tale, and John Carpenter should be given the highest regards for his eye-opening film. John Carpenter's film has been so heavily divided because they're watching. They're broadcasting out to all of us. For you to repel this film, for you to call it a mediocre sci-fi film, for you to say that it needs to be redone, that the premise is unfulfilled, that John Carpenter did not do his work, but I'm here to tell you that John Carpenter did do his work. He revealed the truth. He revealed that the man is keeping you all down, and that for those of you who could see the truth, that you call this film a cult classic, that you call this film a masterwork of cinema, that you too see. I'm William Worcester. No, I'm not, because they're all constructs. They're all creatures behind masks. I am Zazubaar, and I'm signing out to go conquer the man.